What's up, guys? Your boy Freddy back with another video. Guys, if you're watching this right now, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Let's get to 400,000 subscribers before the end of the year. Also, guys, as you guys know, last week we gave away a PS5. We uploaded the live stream on Instagram, so if you guys want to see who won, go check it out. The winner actually commented on it. But for this week, guys, everybody that shops gets entries for these wheels and the truck. So every $10 is 10 entries. You get entries for both. The winner of the wheels, we're gonna pick them next Monday. This Monday coming up, we're gonna pick the winner live on Instagram. So guys, if you want to get entered on these wheels, you can either win the wheels or $2,000 cash. The winner of the PS5 actually picked the cash. So there it is, guys. So thanks for watching again. Like I said, the link is on the first comment. If you guys want to go pick something up right now, anything goes. Whatever you want to buy from the website, as long as you spend $10, you get 10 entries. So shop now.
Ya lo van a limpiar ellos ya.
Para que no se mire una presentación más o menos.
Okay, guys, so aquí vinimos al store de JR.
¿No trae garras?
Y tiene un bloque. Este block, what it came out of, what is it?
This is a 6.1 Hemi engine block. All the Hemi blocks, 6.1 are orange. That's how you can tell. And this one is made in Mexico. ¿Qué dice?
So this I know, you told me last time.
Okay, guys, so this one we're gonna take it to LME. So hopefully we can work out a deal with them so we could get this one done for the Jeep. And we're gonna start taking the Jeep apart. Also, guys, this coming up Monday on the Hoonigans channel, the Jeep video from JR's Jeep. We went to the Hoonigans and we raced a Lamborghini, a twin turbo Lamborghini from Alex Choi.
I done seen this in animes all the time. Is there such thing as too loud?
Oh, we got a race!
That video will be up this coming up Monday. If you go watch their latest video, the one they posted this past Monday, they showed the last clip of how JR was racing with the twin turbo Lamborghini. It was a really good race. You guys might want to go see that. And now that he's gonna have this block, it's gonna be upgraded. He can put more boost on it. We might have to go back and race a couple other cars up there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're gonna go back pretty soon, as soon as we can.
Damn it, boy.
Dang.
Este viejo. Okay, guys. So we just made it to LME.
Yes, sir.
And we got the block in the back. Let's go.
Ariel, ¿cuál más pinches zapatos esos vergueros que traes de algodón?
Estos son Yeezys. Son los
De
Yeezys.
algodón, pinches zapatos, una pinche chispa y a ver.
Esas pinches parece que andan allá en Alaska. Alright, guys, so we're here at LME. Let's go inside. This is our first time here. Hopefully they give us a tour so you guys could see what other stuff they sell here in case anybody needs some. They sell blocks, they sell heads, they sell all kinds of stuff.
Miren, la estampota aquí abajo. Es la tortugota, güey.
Es tortuga, güey. Holy macaroni. Top of the line. ¿Qué va a querer para usted?
Las originales.
So we're gonna see what we could do with JR's Jeep.
Llegó aquí todo, Vile.
¿Has visto uno que le hace?
No te rajando.
Mira los hits, güey.
Ported. Era así vienen original y ported.
Oh, sí.
We got this Jeep that he's trying to fix up. He's got a little block out there.
So heavy base. It's a 6.1.
And they were trying to get something for my truck too. Like a Silverado.
Okay. Do some with the LSX, something like that?
Something like that, yeah.
Okay.
Whatever you guys recommend, you know?
Sure. And what kind of power head are you using on the 6.2?
Right now it's about what, 1100 horsepower?
Yeah.
Let's say
It's a twin turbo setup.
Twin turbo.
Twin turbo,
Okay.
there's something wrong with it's knocking. So and the oil pressure went down. So I'm pretty sure the bearings are bad.
Right.
I don't know which one, main or rods, but there's something bad.
Are you looking to utilize your current block in that, or you want to switch out to maybe like a 6.2 or like the BG block? You give any thought to that?
No, I want to use my iron block.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he's actually he has another block right now.
Yeah.
He has a spare one. He brought it,
Okay.
and he wants to use that one. He just wants
Okay,
to
so you've got a
use
foundation. We've got the base block, and then we're gonna go from there.
If I make 1,000, you know, like
it. He wants 1,000 reliable.
reliable.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's easy.
No, I
that's
mean,
no
if he can build it, I'm sure 1,000 is gonna
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. So, I mean, it's something that we'd be able to make, you know, to the wheels. I'd say reliably, comfortably.
Yeah.
The biggest thing with these things, the billet main caps, is something that is missed a lot of times. So it's important to do that.
We have a lot of problem with the main bearings. We already swapped those main bearings like 3 times.
Yeah. So it's a combination between the crank and the main cap. So we're gonna put a stronger crankshaft in it, stronger main cap, and you won't have as much you know, fluctuation and instability there.
And what about for mine? What do you recommend? The motor that we get from here, we put it on a 4-wheel drive, so it's a 4x4.
Yeah.
And,
I mean, there's a lot of different options. I mean, we could do something like our, you know, standard 427. We got a nice 2,000 horsepower 427. We could do something like a tall deck 454. A lot of different options. What size is it? Turbo deal too?
we want to do twin turbo on it.
Yeah. And what kind of power are you looking to do on that? You want to show me what you have?
Yeah. So what was your name again?
My name is Brian.
Freddie.
Brian.
Guys, we're here with Brian at LME.
I really
To show him JR's junk to see what they can do with it.
Door number 2?
Yep. Then just pull right out here, go right to the back.
All right.
Ya lo gancharon, vale.
So, assembly room. Got a couple things going together. LT. Another LT. So it's this, yeah, this is going to be a 427 sleeve LT engine. These are all LTs right now, actually. Another 427, that's for a road race engine, and then this is just a nice 377 for a street strip deal.
Nice and clean in here, man.
Thank you.
Holy smokes.
So this
Looks
is
nice, man.
This is where it goes down, man. Done, right? So this, for example, something that would be on the high end, all right? So this is what we would do for, like, say, you know, 2,200, 2,400 horsepower max LSX block. You can see these cylinder heads compared to like a, you know, an LF7 style head. So, I mean, the ports in here, this thing will make over 800 horsepower naturally aspirated at 10-to-1 compression.
What's that, 427?
Yeah, it's a 427. This thing's getting a big, one of our big manifolds on it. Like, that's kind of like the highest end type that we would do. But, you know, something that's gonna make around horsepower, you know, say like these heads right here around, say, like a $10,000 set of heads compared to, say, a $6,000 set of heads for LS7.
Yeah.
So it just kind of steps up into that next realm of.
And then this one you have to use a special manifold?
Yeah.
The one you guys make?
Yep, we have one for it. And then it's got the external dry sump. You know, it's just a full race motor.
Yeah, man, boy, look at all these LSX blocks.
It's got the big lifters in it, so you got these big lifters. 937 tie bar lifters. It's got a 2250, 1600 valve, the big springs.
These motors, you guys have them like in stock, like if somebody just wants to pick one up like that, or?
No, something like
made
this.
to order?
All these ones are pretty much custom to order.
Oh, okay.
So we got a bunch of parts that we can put in there, but you know, take about 6 weeks.
That's crazy, man. It looks really nice.
That right there, that's a nice 2,000 horsepower connecting rod.
Check it out, John.
So we can run a billet crank, but this is an 8 counterweight forged crankshaft, and that was the main thing of when we first started using the billets, was to utilize this 8 counterweight as opposed to, see how there's 6 here? It's missing the 2 in the center. So now we've got the 2 in the center and a forged crank, and that helps stabilize the crankshaft at high RPM, high horsepower, and that's what helps save the main bearings, all of that. So that's an important feature of an aftermarket crankshaft. Again, we can go billet. That would be right here. So that's a billet crankshaft. They look the same, but they're just made out of a stronger material.
Yeah.
That's the only difference. Yeah, so this accompanied with this and our 2,000 horsepower piston, I mean, it's good to go. So this is kind of like our go-to that's good value, you know what I mean? So,
do you have like a setup that's been tested that you're like, man, this?
yeah, something that's tried and true, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got that. I mean, that's kind of what I'm showing you here. So, over the years, we've developed like our custom packages and just moved them towards, it's just the norm, you know? So instead of trying to use off-the-shelf pistons, things like that, we've just been using our own custom pistons, buying them more at a time. And that way, when you come to me for a custom build, it's not like, all right, it's going to be, you know, 12 weeks for pistons, all of that. We've already got the custom stuff in stock. So this is the heavy crank right here. This is what I would recommend to you. Again, 8 counterweight. So it's got the 8 counterweights. This is a 4050 stroke, so it's a stroker crank. We've got a couple different options for connecting rods. Again, we have that same enforcer connecting rod, and I've got some diamond pistons. If you hold on 1 second, I'll show you.
Yeah, but guys, check out the setup they got here. They got all these CNC machines. They got everybody out here with the heavy equipment, everything nice and organized. This is a nice setup over here.
¿Cómo le ella? Está bien bonito. Está bien chingón todo.
When I came in and I saw those motors wrapped up like that, damn, that gives you a feeling. It's crazy. So this may be the first time that Freddylsx is gonna have an LSX block on one of his trucks. And JR is finally gonna go fast.
So this is a stroker piston. 4050, so in the with a 4100 bore, it's gonna be a 426.
426.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Oh yeah. 2618.
It's got the heavy wall pins. We've got the total seal rings, trend wrist pins, 225 wall trend wrist pins. It's nice stuff for sure. This is a 2,000 horsepower capable piston.
Okay.
So not that you're gonna be making that much, but it's always nice to have the best piston.
Oh yeah. So the rods are gonna be the same ones, the Kali's
Enforcer. Yeah. We'll do those, and like I said, we'll put the billet main caps on the block. I'll show you back here. So a lot of the blocks we start out with, you know, we're doing a ton of the BGE 6.2, 6.4 liter, like the Hellcat engines. Put the block up in here into these V blocks, and then we have a whole fixturing set up. The bar here this enables us to bore the main caps very precisely. So there's a couple different methods of doing it, but this machine is dedicated just to putting on billet main caps, boring cam tunnels, those types of things. So it's kind of an old school piece, but it does the job, you know.
Yeah.
Then these are just a bunch of other projects, you know, LSX blocks. So like I'm saying, if you're looking for a 427 or something, we've got the block here.
Which one do you recommend more, the LSX or the dark block?
Both are very capable of what you're trying to do. It really comes down to availability. I mean, dart blocks are nice, but if you can't get them, it's another thing, you know. I actually may have one SHP Pro block here that we might be able to do.
I kind of would like an LSX because on my YouTube channel it's called Freddylsx, and I never had no LSX on it. So everybody's like, hey, when are you gonna get an LSX?
I'm with you there. I'm with you there.
I haven't had an LSX on any of my trucks, so it's time.
They've been real solid for us over the years. I mean, we've built thousands and thousands of them. I mean, you can't go wrong.
Yeah, we'll probably have to go with something like that. So you guys do all the machining, everything in-house?
Yeah, man. So it all starts right here. Matter of fact, so all the blocks are kind of staged right here because this is the first step. Let's say it was getting the billet main cap, then the billet main cap, it would go from that machine over to this machine. We set them up. So the same V blocks, the blocks in upside down, and then this mandrel allows us to hone out all 5 main caps at the same time. And that gives us to the correct bearing crush, the precise measurement to give you the bearing crush. And that also establishes the center line of the main. So when you hear balancing and blueprinting of a crank or of an engine, it all starts out with this main.
Okay.
So then we go to the next step.
20 years. They've been in business for 20 years. That's how you know what the hell they're doing.
So since we're back here, I'll show you guys real quick the top for a billet manifold that we're making.
So you guys have a whole, just a solid block, and you just
Exactly. It starts out, well, here's another one right here, but so it starts out as that big chunk underneath, and then it runs first operation there, turns into that, just like that one. And then we're gonna flip that over, machine out all the rest of it, and then it ends up as the finished part.
Oh, and that's all of them are done here in-house?
Yep, so like that's the runner for one of our intake manifolds. Starts out as that same block, and then the interior isn't machined yet. We're gonna put that in the 5-axis machine, and we'll make that one super smooth port. So this is the intake, and then this is where your injectors will be, so we can either run single or dual injector. So we haven't machined either yet.
Oh,
So it gives us the flexibility to run either or.
yeah, and then you don't have to be putting all the plugs and stuff like on the other metal. Exactly.
So what we're machining is our VVT delete front cover for the LT engine. So again, it starts out as this brick here. And then we'll run first operation, second operation, and what you have is, at the end is just the finished part. Do a little light deburring and you're good to go. So yeah, so the whole purpose of that part is to delete the VVT on a new LT1 or LT4.
And this is all aluminum?
Yep, 6061 aluminum. So we just recently brought this machine in. It gives us some capabilities that we didn't have previously. So it's a much bigger machine, as you can see, than some of these others. So we're going to be making some billet engine blocks, some new stuff coming out.
So the whole block is going to be
so from one big chunk of aluminum, we're making the blocks. We do all of our like LSX block machining in here. So once the block has been line honed in the back there, it'll go into this machine. This allows us to deck the block, put lifter bushings in it, machine it for 1/2-inch studs, all the different processes that we might want to do. We have a program, stuff that we already pre-programmed, and it'll allow us to do that.
Just put the block in there and it does itself.
Pretty much. So right here, these two machines, we are doing our cylinder heads. So these are both 5-axis machines. This one's doing a combustion chamber on our CID LS7 head. You can check out in there. Come and validate it out of the assembly room. This is one of our guys that work here. We just dynoed theirs on Friday. I think it's a 408 iron block, 408. It's got our Brodix BR3 custom heads on it. And it makes a little over 1,000 horsepower on like low boost, I think like 13, 14 pounds.
And that's just a 4.8?
Yeah. Yeah, man. It's a nice solid setup.
What size blower is that?
2.9. Yeah, so it's a small blower. He's gonna put it in a Mustang and just go racing local.
Okay, that's nice. That's a Mustang.
Yeah, it should haul ass. It's gonna be good.
Yeah.
So once the block comes out of the big machine, we're gonna hone the block. So we'll put a torque plate on the block and hone it for the correct piston wall clearance for the application. So depending on how much power we plan to make, we'll set that all up for the type of rings, how much power, all that good stuff. Once it goes from there, we'll head down to the cleaning room. We'll final deburr it, clean it, and then off to the assembly. From assembly, off to the dyno. So
that's the final step.
Yeah, so we basically start at the back, work our way up to the front, and then come back one more time to the dyno and out the door.
There it is, guys. That's a rundown of everything they do here at LME. And more to come with that big machine you guys got. Alright guys, so we're gonna work on something with LME. Something that I didn't think I was gonna be doing. They are doing something for his Jeep, and we're gonna build some fast stuff, right?
Oh yeah, man. So we're about to get it going.
Right now we're gonna unload JR's motor, and they're gonna get started on that one, and then we're gonna have something for mine too. I don't know if we're gonna put what the specs on it is gonna be, but it's gonna be something nice, right?
It's gonna be legit, man.
We got a list of parts. I think it's like 3 pages.
Dang.
Yeah. That's what we got JR unloading the block he's got. 6.1 junk. It's junk now. LME is gonna make it nice. Right, JR? LME's touch. Guys, this is where we're gonna leave. Like I said, we're working with the best in the business, LME. I already know. And if you guys need a motor or whatever,
Thank you, sir.
what's the answer to? Do people call or they?
1930 Aldine Western Road, but 713-849-4505 or latemodelengines.com, man.
Do you have a personal Instagram that you wanna? No?
Late Model Engines everywhere.
Model Engines?
Facebook, Instagram.
All right, guys. So if you guys want to check them out, want to ask them some questions, you can either call them, text them, or check out their Instagram. You can send some questions on there. They also have a bunch of stuff in stock, like intake manifolds, valve covers, and
Truck covers, anything that you might need.
So what was the number again?
713-849-4505.
Late Model Engine. All right. Yeah. We're gonna have to give them the camera back, and we'll be out.
Appreciate it, man.
Appreciate it.